Welcome back to a new episode of me reacting to dumb stuff I saw on Twitter. So you read the title, because this is exactly what I saw on Twitter. Apparently, you are not going to make $1 million by selling on Amazon. And in today's video, we are going to look at if it's actually true. We are going to look at the numbers, we are going to look at the evidence, and we are going to see if it actually makes sense to say that it's impossible to make $1 million by selling on Amazon. Before we start, link in the description, Discord server if you want to join, or the link in the description if you need a consultation, if you want to grow your Amazon business. I do not want to talk too much about it today, because today I just want to address this quickly, and then we can go on with our day, all right? So, so it was a tweet released by, I forgot his name, I do not want to actually tell you his name, but basically the tweet says, you won't make 1 million selling on Amazon, you won't make 1 million with a copywriting firm, you won't make 1 million with cold email, you won't make 1 million with a short form agency. But those vehicles give you the skill set to make 1 million doing something else. And Katie Russell, if you do not know, it's a guy doing wholesale, replied, I made $1 million selling products on Amazon. To say that this is basically bullshit. Let's look at the numbers and let's see if it actually makes sense. If you do a quick Google search, you will see that on the subject, you will see that there's a guy that was interviewed that actually did, over 10 years, did 200 millions in sale on Amazon. He was a reseller for the most part. It's an article on Business Insider. You can actually read it if you want to. I'm just going to give you a quick resume. But he basically was doing, he was just a reseller for a long time, and then he moved to private labeling. So just with this, you know, it's pretty unlikely that if he made 200 millions in revenue, he hasn't been able to make 1 million in profit. So you can already disregard this claim that it is not impossible. But I understand that he might try to say that he made he actually made $1 million by doing other stuff, not just Amazon, stuff like that, not just being a reseller on Amazon, actually moved to private labeling. But let's look at the numbers and see if it's actually impossible to make $1 million by being a reseller. And so to make it simple, all right, to make it simple, let's say you spend $20,000 a day in inventory. All right, you do retail arbitrage. And let's take one of the least scalable business model on Amazon and actually see if it's actually impossible. If you spend $20,000 a month with retail arbitrage, at an average rate of 50% return on investment. When I was doing retail arbitrage, it was around 70% on average, in between 70 to 80%. But 50% return on investment on the money that you spend in inventory with online arbitrage is easily reachable, okay? If you spend $20,000 a month, it's going to be $600 a day on average, all right? So $600 a day, it's like 666. You time this by 7. Let's just call it $6,000 a week, because I do not want to make the calculation, okay? $6,000 a week is something that you can probably do during the weekend, right? Even if you work a job, yes, it's going to be a lot of work. It is going to be a lot of work, and you're going to need to prep your inventory when you get back to work. But if you do this at an average rate of 50% return on investment, you are going to have $1 million in your bank after 8.3 years, all right? And it's not even with reinvesting that money, all right? You just take the $20,000, you just spend $20,000 a month for 8.3 years, on inventory doing retail arbitrage. Yes, you are going to drive a lot. Yes, you are going to need to prep your stuff yourself. But after 8 years, you have $1 million in the bank. All right? That's it. It's not even with growing the company. All right? It's just by doing this. Just by doing this stupid business model for 8.3 years, you will make $1 million. That's it. It's as simple as that. All right? It's not complicated. And reaching $20,000, being able to spend $20,000 a month, just the skill set that you need, you can build that skill set. It's not going to take you too long, all right? If you do it a lot, if you do it, like as I said, if you source 3 days a week, you're going to reach that point. And you can do it by working 3 days a week, and like definitely you can do it by working 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to be able to spend that money. It's not that difficult. You just need to learn how to do retail arbitrage. It may take you a few months, but after that, when you reach that point, when you have the capability to spend $20,000 a month, the skills, I'm not talking about the capital, because you may not have $20,000 a month in capital right now, but you can reach that point. Like, you will have $1 million in the bank after 8.3 years. And This type of bullshit is the reason why I actually hate Twitter, because people just say shit to say shit, all right, without even looking at it, because they just want to put out content. That's it. They just want to put out content to grow an audience, and they just say random shit. And this is why I believe that Twitter is actually trash. You should not listen, and you should not listen to everybody on social media, right? You should always think, because I may say stuff that is not true as well, you know. And I'm trying to stay 100% transparent with you when I say some stuff, but like, to me, like, it's so easy to actually build a community on Twitter by just saying bullshit like this. And this is why I actually hate Twitter, because you do not have, you know, it's a different thing to actually say some stuff like this, say some stuff that is not true like this on video, than it is to say some stuff like this on Twitter, because like on Twitter there's way less friction. You do not even need to show your face. You do not even need to film yourself. So you can be a total weirdo and actually build a community. This is something that you cannot actually do on Twitter, on YouTube. I mean, you can, because if you look at the guys that are doing arbitrage content, a lot of them are weirdos. But that's beside the point, right? That's beside the point. The thing is that you could still argue that, you know, it may not be the best business model to actually make $1 million in cash, you know, if you do retail arbitrage, but it was just for the sake of the example. You should not stick with, you can, if you want to, stick with retail arbitrage for like 8 years, but it's not the most efficient use of your time, right? You could get way more freedom by moving to other business models. You know, eventually you should move to online arbitrage and then private labeling, wholesale, while your business is growing. You know, when you actually hire people, and yeah. This was actually a dumb take, and if you have more dumb take that you want me to react to, dumb Twitter take, just let me know on the Discord server. Take screenshots, send them to me, or you know, just let them in the comments and I will reply to them, all right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you have questions, all that stuff, you already have all the links, all right? I'll see you tomorrow. I have stuff to do today.